Hello, welcome back to Half of Heidi. Got another different kind of video this week. I'm actually going to do a video with my sister Liesl.
Hello.
We're going to talk a bit about genetics. I guess obviously being sisters, we share a lot of genes, but at the same time we have a lot of things that aren't the same about us. So obviously it's going to be majoritively, that's a real word, weight related and food behaviours and things like that, because from a genetic standpoint, although you can't tell necessarily by Liesl's hair right now, she is a brunette, I'm a brunette. She's got brown eyes, I've got brown eyes. We both have pretty big happy smiles. We got, I don't know, similar noses.
Yeah.
We got lots in common.
Similar complexion.
We have a lot in common.
You're much taller than me.
I am much taller than Liesl, and obviously I weigh a lot more than Liesl. So, I'm just going to start with some of my stats, and then I'll ask Liesl some of hers. So, obviously my name is Heidi. For those of you who've been watching my video for a while, you would already know. I'm 35, I'm 5'8", and well, right now I weigh 179.9 kilograms, but I have actually just recently lost 11.8 kilograms in a pre-op diet for VSG surgery, which I'm having tomorrow. Okay, so my sister, on the other hand, did you want to say your age, height, and weight?
Yes, I'm 37, I am about 5'5", and I weigh 55 kilos.
So I am literally, well, I was more than 3 times you then.
Yeah, about, yep.
So that's
pretty substantial difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because, yeah, well, actually I made a video and I said how I wanted to lose about 100 kilograms, and I thought that, well, I said 100 or plus, and I said I thought that was about 2 of you.
Yeah.
So I've got to lose 2 of my sister.
Just a little less than 2 of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And considering, you know, I mean, she's a couple of years older, yet she's my little big sister, and I'm her big little sister. I think growing up we were always different sizes.
Yeah, I think that I've generally maintained about the same weight, and you've fluctuated a lot more than I have.
Yeah.
And I think even when we were little, you had a weight problem when I didn't. I think that's fair to say. Did
you eat differently when we were kids, or did you have just a different metabolism?
I think we would have eaten the same food when we were little until I was about 13 and I became vegetarian. That, I don't know if that made any difference, but I was vegetarian from 13 through till about 10 years ago. So, were you really well, actually, you know what, I'm about to ask you, were you really particular about being mindful of eating unhealthy food, and like, were you really conscious of what you were eating, like starting at that age, or? No.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think so.
Because the only reason I said that kind of shock was because I remember at Easter time you would always have like eggs left over for months.
That's true. I don't know that I ever really binge ate, but I did love chocolate, and I've always loved chocolate.
Maybe you just have better portion control than I do. Maybe.
I mean, I feel like we ate the same things for school lunches. Mum packed us the same lunches. We ate the same dinners. I don't know that you had access to any food I didn't have access to.
No. I probably just ate it all and you didn't. There was none left.
I know sometimes we'd come home from school and snack, and I would snack too, but maybe we snacked differently.
Did you play a lot of sport, or were you
No.
very active?
No. No.
I do play a lot of sport, so I don't know if that makes any difference.
Yeah. Did you feel like you drank soft drinks when you were a kid?
I don't really remember drinking anything other than Diet Coke, because that's what Dad always had in the house.
Yeah. That's one thing that I don't think I ever drank when I was a kid, which I do think you drank.
Yeah, I definitely drank. I wasn't allowed to. I remember drinking it, like I'd pour myself a glass and then I'd fill his Diet Coke bottle back up with water.
Oh my God.
He never seemed to notice that it was like this weaker tasting, more flat liquid.
Right, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, well, they do say now in the studies that they've done that even though it is calorie-free that your body reacts the same way as if it was full of calories.
And craving sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and getting used to having sugar every day.
Yeah. So I'm glad I've managed to quit Pepsi Max. Hopefully I can keep it up.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. What about, like, comfort food? Rewarding yourself with food or celebrating with food, like that kind of thing?
Do you mean now or when we were younger?
Well, let's talk about younger and then we'll talk about now.
I don't think I really celebrated with food, or...
Like if you were really upset, you wouldn't, like, eat a punnet of ice cream or something?
I don't think so. No, I don't remember ever doing something like eating a whole punnet of ice cream. I remember liking sweet food and cakes and things. And you remember I used to like making little handmade chocolates.
Oh my gosh, you used to bake and stuff all the time. Yeah.
And I think I would eat them, but I don't think I ever over-consumed them.
Was it because you just had some sort of automatic off button?
I don't know. I have always thought I have a faster metabolism than you.
Yeah.
Because I think I thought that because we did generally eat the same food.
Yeah.
And I was not gaining weight.
That's true. I'm not even sure how old I was when I overtook you height-wise. But we were young. That was pre-teen or...
Probably before high school.
Yeah.
I remember once gaining weight when I was about 16 or 17.
I was actually just about to say, did you ever gain weight?
Just one time. I remember I couldn't fit into my jeans. And I remember Carl teasing me about it.
Oh, nice. Thanks. That's our brother, Carl. Thanks a lot.
And I remember being worried about it because I have overweight parents.
Yeah.
We have overweight parents. And I didn't want to see that escalate. So I think I forced myself to go to the gym. And I very easily lost that weight and realised that exercise for me would... If I've ever put on like an extra 5 kilos or something, I've usually been able to just exercise it off.
And that's kind of been, so since you were like 16 or something,
and I'll still
your weight
every
does
now
fluctuate
and then,
up and down a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. But you're quick to pick up on it and do something about it, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I notice, I'll exercise.
Do you diet or do you just add more exercise? Like, do you really restrict what you're eating or do you just eat healthy?
I think I generally eat healthy. And so I don't really put myself on a diet per se, but I will make sure if I'm ordering food or if I'm making food, I'll try to make something like heavy on vegetables.
Yeah, sure.
Eat fruit instead of snacking on chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas when I was 18, 19, and I talked about this in one of my other Getting to Know Me videos, from about 18, 19 to about 22, 23, I pretty much starved myself because I didn't know any other way to keep the weight off. Like, I would go to the gym every day. I would, do excessive exercising. And even though I was only eating like every third day and still working out every day, I sort of was always up at the top end of the healthy weight range for my height. I never looked particularly anorexic or anything, but it was just... Oh, I don't think I did.
I remember at one point you were very, very slim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I think because, you just looked so slim because you were skinnier than you'd ever been. I think you had generally always been slightly overweight probably up until that point. Yeah. So I remember really noticing.
Okay. I don't remember that. In my mind, I just was always... had thunder thighs, as our brother loved to call them. No. Carrot legs.
Yeah.
Where they're quite large at the top. Yeah. So it was actually interesting though, because recently I was reading about how your metabolism reacts and your body changes to obviously periods of starvation and anorexia and things like that, and how your body is trained then to like overstore when you do then resume a normal diet. So, and by normal, I do mean normal for my height and everything.
Yeah.
So even though I would then start eating what would be considered normal for my height, my body would still use less calories and store more because it thought, well, we might go into starvation mode again. It's really interesting, the science behind it. But I cursed myself. I then put myself into this big cycle of always then I was overeating, even though I thought I was eating normally. And then obviously, then there was a whole other period of my life with medication and depression and all sorts of stuff that changed the way I had a relationship with food. But I'm just really curious, like, I don't know, it's just really curious to me how much I relied, and I say that because it's only been 28 days that I've been on this diet, but I feel like I may be starting to change my relationship with food in terms of I don't feel like I have to comfort myself if I'm having a bad day. Means I have to eat an entire block of chocolate or something. But I'm just interested that you don't feel that way.
Yeah, I only do probably with chocolate. Like I would still, probably the difference is that even though I will reward myself with some chocolate, the rest of the day I'm probably eating fairly healthy food. Like I do consciously want to eat healthy food. So maybe because I might reward myself with some chocolate, maybe that's only on top of a pretty healthy...
Yeah, but when you say some chocolate, you don't mean like a family-sized block of chocolate.
No, but I might eat half of one.
Really?
Maybe.
That surprises me.
Yeah.
I always thought you just ate one square and put the whole thing back, and I'd be like, I don't know how you got that kind of self-control.
I really do love chocolate.
Okay.
I think I've mentioned it about 10 times.
Yes, chocolate. Chocolate, please.
But I don't really like fatty foods.
What about carbohydrates and like some pastas and that?
Yeah, I guess by fatty foods I mean I don't like greasy food. And I don't like burgers. I think from being vegetarian for so long, when I do eat meat, I eat really lean meat. Yeah, I do love pastas, but I wouldn't really be prone to overeating it.
There's a very big difference between obviously saturated fats and unsaturated fats and something that's a carbohydrate. And you tend to get a lot of incidental exercise as well from your lifestyle that you've been living for the longest time that I can think.
Yeah, I have a pretty active lifestyle.
Yeah. I've got a much more sedentary, barely leave the house lifestyle.
Yeah. I'm sure that contributes as well. But I just think metabolism has to have a factor in it. The difference in our metabolisms has to play a part in it, because like when I think of the last year living in New York, I was eating pizza for dinner several nights a week because I didn't have much money and it was easy to get on my way home, and junk food in America is so much cheaper than healthy food in America.
Yeah.
And I still only put on maybe 5 kilos after a year of eating pretty badly, eating really bad bagel lunches because that was what's available near my art studio. And
yeah. It's interesting because like over the last 10 years I've basically put on 10 kilos every year. So it's sort of like maybe you have the potential to do that, 5 kilos every year, and don't keep it in check, and you know, you like you have that ability to do it from a physiological perspective, but it's just not likely because, like we were talked about, you sort of catch it. And
I catch it, and I naturally maybe have a faster metabolism and naturally get more exercise.
I still think there has to be something about portion sizes and portion control in that, though.
Yeah.
Like when you say you eat pizza, how much pizza?
Like 2 slices.
Yeah, right, okay. So it's not like you sit down and eat an entire pizza.
No,
yeah.
I would never do that.
And all of us in the weight loss community are going, we don't understand you. Why would you only eat 2 pieces?
I know. I think I've been lucky. Like, I think it's unfair that we're so different.
Yeah. But we're different in other ways. I would like to think that there's things about me that you wish you had, or you know what I mean? Like,
sure,
I'm jealous of your metabolism, but I'd like to think there was something that I have that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like just because of that you're
superior to me.
No, absolutely not. I just want you to live a full life of the quality of life that you could have, the maximum quality of life.
Yeah. And I think it'll be good losing the weight. I'll feel better. I'll have, from everything I understand, my mood will improve and I'll be able to get out more and be more active and change my lifestyle and everything. Turn into you. Not quite. Not quite. I will never shrink to 5'5".
No, probably not.
We'll never be exactly the same. Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, just really excited for you and looking forward to the coming year and seeing what happens.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
I know you can do it.
Oh, thank you. Now you're going to make me cry. All right, well, thanks for joining me. I'm actually going to record another video in a couple of minutes, which will be my last one pre-op. So thank you very much to my sister Liesl for joining us, talking us about genetics and all that kind of stuff. As always, if you've got any questions for me and would like to reach out, please do so. Leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think. Okay, bye.